Hi everybody, hope you're all well. Let's ask our angel saints, ancestors, and guides into our space to provide love and divine messages for our highest and greatest good. You're surrounded in divine white light, and so it is. I just ask that you tap in, let me know that you're here, you're present, you're engaging, so I know who I'm reading for. And then leave a message, comment, say yes to receive and allow. Also like, share, comment, and subscribe to support the channel. Appreciate you guys so very much. And I love our community that we've built. So thank you all for being a part of it. All right, so let's get some messages. We're going to start off with this oracle deck. It's called the Oracle of the Angels. So let's see what we have for us today. Okay. Oh yeah, we already shuffled these. Okay. We have health. That's pretty. We have inner peace. I feel like this is like picking up on where we're at and what we're focusing on, what we're being called to focus on. I feel like you're moving towards the light. So again, remember how I felt like there's a shift? There's that beautiful bridge. It's like, you know, taking those necessary steps and moving towards the light. Number 32. We have number 26. We have number 9 for those in the channel that really like numerology. Let's see. What else do we have here? Definitely prioritizing your inner peace and your higher consciousness. Look at how beautiful that is. Wow. Knock your socks off. And then application. Look at this. Okay, I'm so excited. All right, are we doing bottom of the deck energy? No. Okay. Excellent. Okay, let's see what we got here. This is so beautiful. Health. Look at. I love this. Just radiating and just really prioritizing like your energy, because you know that like what surrounds you really does affect you. And whether that's an inside job or an outside job, I feel like this is something that you've really cultivated, and you protect this and you nurture this. And then we have higher consciousness. I feel like you are, you know, working towards this evolution, your soul's evolution. And there is like this application of it too. So we're going to get into what this means. And this adds up to a 10. Okay, let's see. Number 9. This talks about health. Ooh, 11:11. I am creator. Okay. Health. Here we are. These are short. Now is an opportune time to focus on your health. You have been living life at a hectic pace for some time, and it would be wise to take a break and allow yourself to relax and rejuvenate. Give thanks for the health of your body and mind, and remember to make your health a priority in the coming months. Okay, so this is about you prioritizing your health. Maybe, you know, getting 527. Maybe getting, you know, those appointments in, you know, those yearly appointments, those checkups, the dentist, you know, all of those things that we tend to, you know, maybe not be on top of. I feel like this is you focusing on like the energy that you are around, as well as like the energy you put into your body. Okay, so maybe you're going more clean, or you're looking to have less sugar, or you're looking to cut out coffee, or whatever that is. You could be doing a workout program and getting outside in nature more and connecting. I feel like you're prioritizing your health, and you're also prioritizing your peace, which is so important right now. Inner peace. It's like no matter what's going on outside, like you're good, you're solid, you're grounded, you're stable. Trust that everything is exactly as it needs to be, even in appearances. Suggest that chaos rules. Sometimes it can be a challenge to remain calm and centered in the midst of conflict or stressful situations, but you are guided in these instances to look within. Focus on attaining balance and peace within, and you'll find this will greatly influence your external reality. Okay, that's beautiful. Higher consciousness. Your connection to higher consciousness is activated and super strong at this time. You are currently able to experience your life and the world around you from a higher perspective than maybe you were used to. This is an excellent time to reflect on your life and your desires for the future. Feel your interconnectedness with all things and seize the potential of the moment. Seize the moment to realize some of your greatest spiritual dreams. Wow. Beautiful. I let go of the material world and open to my higher consciousness. I become aware of my greatness and my importance within the universe. I believe in myself. I accept myself and I love myself completely. My mission is important and I live it fully. Yes, it is. The next one is beautiful. I haven't gotten this card before, so I'm super excited to see what this means. Application 19. Like you've been applying what you've learned. You have been on a quest for greater understanding and knowledge for some time now. This card is an indication that time has truly come to apply this acquired knowledge in a practical way to your real life. There will always be more to learn, but for now, focus on walking the walk. Demonstrate to yourself and to those that you love what you have learned, and you'll see that you'll come even further than you possibly could imagine. All right, so I feel like you're about to take off. All right. The laws of the universe, the laws of universal love take root in my life. I now apply everything I've learned during my spiritual quest. The knowledge of the mind will be transformed into life knowledge. I radiate love at all times. Light transforms my heart and my thoughts. And so it is. That's beautiful. I love these. All right, so I'm keeping these up here. We're going to use the next deck, which is the Angel. This is a beautiful deck. So we're going to use these Angel Oracle cards. When you believe in angels, anything is possible. Okay. Let's see what we have for this message. What are some things that they're going to be applying? And what have they gained awareness of that they're going to be applying? Thank you. Okay. Angel of release. Releasing what no longer serves you. Being free, unburdened, unbothered, at peace. Seeing all the beautiful things that you are surrounded by. Allowing things to be let go. Look at confirmation for inner peace is the angel of inner peace. So what I'm getting is you very much could be a strong energetic healer here, one that really has a strong frequency, and you might emanate the energy and vibration of peace, joy, and harmony. And ironically, my shirt today actually says spread peace. So peace, prioritizing our peace and anchoring it and grounding it here. Okay. And then I have Angel of Channeling. So many of you are working on applying what you've learned so far and managing your own channel. Okay. So that you can be in alignment to receive spirit communication, as well as communication with your higher self and your spiritual teams. Again, connecting with higher consciousness here as a channel. Let's see if I can show both of these. Look how beautiful these are. Very similar, right? Yeah, I love this. I feel like we're all working towards this. This is that, beautiful awakening experience. And just, look at the beautiful flower here and how there's so many petals, and there's just been so much that has been released as well as like rebirthed. So beautiful process playing out here for many of us. What was the bottom? Okay. Angel of good news. You might get some good news soon. Angel of friendship. Okay. Beautiful. Look at this one. Isn't that pretty? Angel of friendship. Hmm. And then I have Angel of Travel for some of you. That's beautiful. Look at that. I feel like there's more community, more development here when it comes to like those who you vibe with, right? Maybe some kinship. Kindred spirit is what I mean. Look at, I feel like there's a manifestation coming in as well, or other things that you've been working towards. Hard work is starting to pay off. And I feel like you're starting to see this play out in your physical reality. And some of this might be like you sell a home, you get a new job, you meet somebody, you like almost go through a paradigm shift. And I feel like there's a lot of personal development that comes with this. This is a number 34, it breaks down to a 7. And then Angel of Travel is a 7. So I feel like these are related. So I feel like a lot of changes are coming. Okay, a lot of big changes. Let's get one card here. Finish this row. Angel of Nature. Look at how beautiful this is. Oh, wow. Oof. Beautiful. That's a number, it's number 13, but it breaks down to a 4. So let's get some info on this, because I don't ever really use this deck, and it's gorgeous. And now I feel bad for not using it more. All right, let's see. Angel of Release. Let go of any stress you have. Now is the time to move forward and allow the healing to take place. Okay, and then we have Health above that. So you're in this like process of healing. Yeah, I feel like they want you to let go of any concerns or worries that you're currently experiencing. You may have become worried about certain situations that you may not see a clear way through. Just know that you're making progress, and there are alternative paths so that you can move past whatever obstacle it might be. I feel like they only want you to worry about what you want to change and take focus on that you do want to experience. So of course you're going to have challenges that test your strength and resilience, but I feel like your present challenge is going to teach you just how strong you truly are. I feel like instead of becoming angry or frustrated, maybe it's time to take a breath and time out and kind of learn, see if there's something that's a takeaway. Think about what you're willing to accept in your life and sort through the rest of which you no longer want. It says time to sit quietly in a relaxed position and visualize the issue you're concerned about, and imagine the issue is a brightly colored butterfly or a bunch of balloons. Okay, and just have the concerns flutter up among the clouds and disappear into a brilliant white light. I feel like there's a visualization technique that kind of like helps you to see the higher route, taking the high road, or just using the energy and transmuting it into something like positive and productive. Okay, I feel like the energy of like lack, worry, concern. I was dealing with this myself earlier today about something. And so it was really important, like, again, how our mindset is and how that can affect how we navigate through some sort of, challenge here. Here's an affirmation. I surrender and release any worries and concerns I have in my life. I no longer worry about issues that I can't control. I have faith that my angels will guide me in the right direction. Okay, so that's the Angel of Release. The next one we're going to look at is the Angel of Inner Peace. Look at how gorgeous. You definitely have some beautiful energy. And so, 27. I like the Angel of Healing too. It says, surrender your worries to the universe, reconnect today, and feel inner peace. You've received this because your heart and your prayers, they're being heard. If you're feeling inner turmoil and stress, don't despair. Okay, we're here to help ease your worries. Your angel wants you to reconnect with him by surrendering any issue that is causing you stress. Take time to sit quietly in a calm environment within your home, your garden, or somewhere in nature where you feel real peaceful. Gently close your eyes and ask your angel to help you clear the inner turmoil you might be experiencing. Visualize your angel shining beautiful white cleansing light deep within your inner self to dissolve any blockages, stresses, worries, and turmoil. that may have been causing you any concern. Watch as the light completely dissolves all of these issues. Now feel the calmness and serenity as inner peace begins to flow back within your entire being. Take a few moments to really feel this inner peace so that in the future, if you need to reconnect, this memory will help you return to this place with ease. Feel the presence of your angels by your side and visualize them wrapping this beautiful, beautiful wings around you. Acknowledge that they're with you wherever you need them. Here's an affirmation. I am grateful for the assistance that I receive from my angels. Whenever I feel inner turmoil and stress, I allow my angels of inner peace to help me to recenter and find peace within myself. That's beautiful. Angel of Friendships is the next one. Look at this card. Isn't that card cool? Look at. Wow. Angel of Friendships. But what's this one? Here we go. It says, you are surrounded by friendships that enhance your life and bring you joy. Amen to that. You have drawn this card because you have concerns about your friendships. You may have an issue with a friend which is upsetting you. I feel like we're here to help you understand what you and your friend are in conflict. Sometimes you come to a crossroad and your vibration changes. During this time, you may feel that you don't resonate with friends that you used to. This is causing you to rethink or change these friendships and sometimes decide whether you want to persist with these friendships or not. Your angel of friendships is not here to take sides. She offers assistance and guidance about the situation. If the friendship is meant to continue, there will be offers of ways to mend the problems. However, if the relationship is meant to end, then this will be a way of assisting you to take the best way for both of you and your friend apart in an amicable way. Seeing both sides of an issue can help you understand why you are suffering. Sometimes there is no right or wrong reason for a friendship to end. It can be because you have grown apart spiritually and no longer resonate with the other person. It doesn't mean anyone's good or bad. It just means that there is a vibrational shift. It just means that you are also making way for new like-minded souls to enter your life. If you're feeling lonely and wish to develop new friendships, call on your angel of friendships to help you attract new friends into your life. It's important to ask that you bring your friends who are like-minded with similar interests, hopes, and dreams, right? We want to make sure that we're clear on what we're asking. Be specific about what type of friendships you want in your life and leave the rest. You can always join our circle that happens twice a week. Twice a week. I surrender and release any issues I have with my friends in my life. I follow the guidance of the angels of friendship to assist me in finding friends who resonate on the same vibration as myself. I happily accept lasting friendships into my life. This is page number 33. And then we have Angel of Nature. This is number 13. It says, spend time amongst nature to recenter your soul. You've received this card because your angel of nature wants you to connect with nature today. Sometimes in your busy life, you forget to take time out for yourself. Stress is becoming a major concern for you, so this is a gentle reminder that you need to de-stress and reconnect by going outside and being amongst nature. Connecting to nature is a wonderful way to release any negativity and helps you to recenter your soul. Your current lifestyle may be causing you to spend too much time indoors, in front of devices, maybe losing the direction and connection to your inner self. If possible, make time for a daily walk to reconnect with your angel of nature. If you can't find the time to walk every day, aim to go for a walk at least once a week. For those of you who live close to the coast or near a river, connect to this source as often as you can. It will help you de-stress. The angel of nature isn't concerned with where you connect to nature. She's more concerned with how and when you do it. Your angel's main concern is for you to clear away stress and negative feelings and emotions that may be affecting your life. She wants to help you to ignite your connection to your higher self and the angels so that you can hear, feel, sense their guidance from above. Believe that anything is possible and be surprised when you discover that it truly is. Okay. Affirmation here says, I acknowledge that by connecting with nature, I welcome the understanding and guidance of messages. by my angel of nature that is shared with me. I respect the gift that nature and my angels have, and with that will keep me connected. Oh wow. And then we have angel of travel, clairvoyance, clairsentience. Let's see. What's the travel one say? You will be safe and protected during your journeys. This is a really cool card. You have drawn this card because your angel of travel is letting you know that he will accompany you and protect you during your journey. You may be about to embark on an overseas trip, traveling to a distant location, or simply going to work, school, or visiting friends or loved ones. However long or short the journey, know in your heart that you are protected by your own personal angel of travel. Your angel is with you to ensure that you have a safe, fun, enjoyable journey. If you're traveling by air, visualize your angel sitting on one of the wings of your plane, guiding and protecting you through bad weather, turbulence, or danger during your flight. If you're traveling by sea, visualize your angel keeping your boat afloat and safe from any submerged obstacles, bad weather, challenging seas, or any other dangers. If you're traveling by car, visualize your angel sitting in the passenger seat, protecting you from any risks you may encounter on the road. Or you may wish to visualize your angel sitting on top of your vehicle, guiding and protecting you and your loved ones during your journey. If you're traveling by foot, visualize your angel walking by your side, protecting you every step of the way. You may wish to imagine your angel protecting and enveloping you with this powerful wings. Sorry if I keep moving the card. If you have loved ones or family members about to embark on a journey, you can also share your angel of travel with them and ask your angel to keep them safe during their journey. And then we have the angel of manifestation under that, and an angel of divine timing, and then an angel of patience. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's hear this affirmation. I am safe and protected during my journey. I am grateful that my angel of travel is accompanying me wherever I go. I know I will arrive safely at my destination. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. I love that. Let me see if I can just kind of move some stuff around over here. Okay. All right, we're going to use a little tarot. All right, so now that we have some beautiful guidance here, right? A lot of beautiful, like, it's almost like just this like beautiful nurturing energy. Like whatever's been created, there's this like loving, peaceful, nurturing, harmonizing energy. And just maybe there's a bit of a process here. I tend to always pick up on like the steps of things, the process of things, patterns. I do like, I'm really good at like pattern recognition. All right, let's see. Look at Ace of Cups. Beautiful. What else do we have? The Magician. Wow. Look at the Empress. Ah, and then the Hierophant. What? Let's keep them coming. How many more? Let's keep it. That's like some major arcana right there. I know you guys can't see these. Hang on. Let's see. Put it here so you can see them. Ace of Cups, Magician, the Empress, and the Hierophant. King of Cups. Ooh, Justice. Sun card. Wow, Eight of Cups. Okay. Fantastic. Well, what I see right out of the gate here is, again, like a re-emphasis of tapping into this like higher consciousness, right? And being the vessel, like the Holy Grail, and having access to divine wisdom, knowledge, and higher consciousness, and being that channel, okay? It's like having like infinite, eternal, It's like the eternal light. Okay, so I feel like there's tapping into this eternal, beautiful energy of love and light and manifesting this into the physical realm, right? That's the magician. And then we have the creatrix, the empress, the mother, the goddess, right? The womb in which all things come through. This is the portal of creation. And then we have the Hierophant. There's a bit of like, I'm getting a bit of tradition, but that's not all that this is really bringing up for me. I feel like there's there's this like spiritual, religious, tradition here that might have maybe, may need to include, because I'm getting new over here with manifestation, like the feminine, like the feminine is the focus here. And then I have justice. So I'm getting like balance, peace, harmony is being restored with feminine energy, divine feminine energy. And then I have the divine here. I have God. I have like this beautiful vitality, this beautiful like how all things are nourished and created. I feel like there's been an imbalance, and I feel like balance is being restored here. And it's being restored as a result of the divine feminine. Okay, and this is happening on like a major level, okay? Yeah. Interesting. There's something here to create too, so we'll put the justice here. Tell us more. Look at 5 of Pentacles comes flying out. This is like, endings of things, like people suffering, people struggling, people in strife and having to overcome all these challenges. And when we were getting our reading, we were tapping into some of these challenges that people are facing, or maybe you faced, and it's like judgment here. So it's like, having to deal with the circumstances of our actions and our account, like being accountable. And sometimes we have to start over. Okay, I feel like whatever system, right? The system is, the earthly realm, okay? Pentacles, earth sign. I feel like the materialism of things has affected humanity as a species. And at some point, like, there's a need to move on from this, right? There needs to be growth here. There's a bit of stagnancy. There's nothing changes if we don't try to make things change. And sometimes, energy comes in so change can happen. So I feel like things are kind of playing out when it comes to that. There's a lot of like self-realization and going within and seeing how did I get here? How did I end up in this situation? Like, what happened in my life? What choices did I make in my life for me to end up in this kind of a situation? I feel like there's balance being restored here. I feel like there is this like oppression, there is this control, this manipulation, and, excluding those who need the most help. So this is like on a much bigger scale, as well as like how this affects your life. You may have gone through maybe a dark night of the soul. There may have been balance needing to be restored for you, and how like things have played out in your life, maybe through your family. Everybody has a need to like right the wrongs, is what I'm getting. Make changes, like you're accountable, right, for yourself and what you do here on this planet. And so it's like, yeah, and then we have the Moon card. I have strong intuition, strong feminine energy. Okay, I have the Empress and the Moon. I feel there's a lot that people have been feeding off of. Okay, I feel like, and that's where the balance is coming in. And then we have the 7 of Cups. I feel like the earthly desires and doing things in the dark and, taking and siphoning and just the manipulation here is disgusting. I feel like there's like this hidden wisdom and knowledge here. There's like this secrets. The secrets that we keep. feel like things are being illuminated, right? Right, we have Two of Swords. So there is some sort of like not knowing which direction to take, right? Not really maybe tuning into the information. Maybe there's a bit of like not paying attention, like a blind eye. I feel like no more can there be a blind eye. Okay, so whatever has been going on, I feel like is coming to the surface to be exposed. No more cloaking, no more covering up. What's this? 3 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, 3, 3. 8 of Cups. Oh, hey. 7 of Swords and the High Priestess. And the 6 of Swords. All right, let me just ask something because this is an extra. Do we keep this? No? Put it back? Okay. Keep the High Priestess upright? Are all these upright? Okay. There's a bit of like playing both sides, keeping people in an illusion and confused, not speaking the truth. You know, I feel like that's to kind of, you know, keep people, you know, oppressed. Sorry if I don't know which one that is in this moment. I feel like there's this like control and manipulating, you know, for the sake of others' gain. This kind of reminds me of like the Wizard of Oz, right? Where it's like the guy behind the black curtain. Yeah, and look at, it's like all the stuff that's going on. I feel like there's a lot of cycles playing out right now. And so maybe the cycle of suffering, you know, at the hands of others, right, for the sake of their own personal gain is over. Okay, I feel like whatever is unseen will be seen soon with this moon. It illuminates, it lights, it brings clarity. Look, 3 of Wands. There's something that is, you know, changing direction. All right, there's a change in direction. There's a change in, you know, what's truly going to take us to the next level. And I'm getting that the way we've been doing things isn't quite going to cut it. So I feel like we're having to really step into our divine feminine energy. Okay, as a collective, as a channel, we're all tapping in. We've all been healing our mother wounds, our father wounds, but I feel like strong, creating, wanting, you know, you're here to kind of create, right? So this could be, you know, you actually practicing what you're working through. We did hear about applications. So there's a lot of resources, a lot of things that have been learned that you're meant to work to create. You may be in a position of sharing some sort of wisdom, knowledge. This also can be like teacher or commitment or tradition, and how these affect our current life, right? Like our homes, our work, our family, our friends, and how we show up in the world, okay? How we handle ourselves in these situations is also the Hierophant. And then again, like balance is being restored here. I mean, clearly there's, you know, some energy here that is, you know, resurfacing, and it could be happening at a better time, you know? So with the 3-3 energy over here, that's a double confirmation. We were on one of the pages and that was a 33. So if that's a sign that for you, then here's a confirmation. I feel like there is something on the horizon. It is something you've manifested. I feel like you've been patient. It could be a little bit more. Okay, so kind of like hang in there, focus on what you can work on. It might have something to do regarding work and maybe travel and exploring a new direction. I feel like, you know, again, reiterating, leaving things behind that no longer serve you. We saw that also over here as it relates to people, places, things, friendships. I feel like you intuitively know what you need to know. I feel like it's important when it comes to like world affairs and things like that. I feel like there's a need to do that reflection. There's a need to see things from multiple perspectives and then somehow find middle ground for you. And there is a seed that you're meant to plant and cultivate and nurture. And I feel like that's what you're here, right, to do. All right. So right now, I feel like there's a bit of a process playing out here. So I'm getting like they want you to kind of like focus on your health, focus on your inner peace, continue to pray, continue to connect, right? Continue to apply some of the things you've learned, like put some things into practice, like literally. And then I have, you know, beautiful releasing things that, you know, no longer feel like they're for you. And as difficult situations come up, just kind of do what you can to work through them energetically. More inner peace here. A lot of like getting outside with nature, right? Like the Empress is getting outside with nature. She represents that beautiful energy here. I feel like, you know, you're literally being prepared. I feel like all of this is cultivating you for what you came here to do. And it's a beautiful thing. Let's see what else we can get. We do have a Six of Swords. Beautiful energy. This is, you know, again, choosing peace. Okay. So maybe you're prioritizing your inner peace. Okay. And then what's following next is maybe more of that, but maybe externally. Okay. So it's like the internal and the external are about to meet up. All right. So what do we got here? Look at Hanged Man. Yeah, I feel like if you're idle, I feel like soon you will not be. I feel like this is also, you know, you could have been like in a timeout. You could have surrendered things. I feel like, you know, this is illuminating your subconscious as well. I feel like you're this like illumination. I'm getting illumination off that. Hangman in reverse. You're not stuck. You're not stagnant. In fact, soon it's going to be time to go. Okay. I'm also getting there's like this connection too. I feel like whatever might have like wanted to be, I feel like there's this energy of like, yeah, I feel like this is also like a new outlook too. I feel like people are waking up. That's what I'm getting. People are waking up. Star energy. People are starting to wake up. And they may be looking for those that can be resources to them. I have a Queen of Swords and the Magician here. So air sign energy, Tower energy. Yeah, as things start to crumble, there's going to be more of the beautiful souls that are going through their change, their catalyst event, their dark night of the souls. They're going to be looking for guidance. Okay, many of us are meant to kind of like speak the word, tell the truth, write a book, tell your story, be a speaker, advocate for those who can't advocate for them. This can also be someone who is a really strong communicator and someone who speaks their truth and someone who has the ability to channel. All right. Wheel of Fortune talks about something that is coming to an end. There's a cycle playing out here. There might be important communication that you share to those who are just waking up as it relates to an ending of a cycle. All right. It could be a karmic cycle. And I feel like you're meant to do this with a partner. Here's a King of Swords. And I have a Queen of Swords. Okay, there might be some serious like destiny here. Interesting. A lot of change we were talking about. It also represents all the elements. Like four corners of the world. Cardinal signs. I feel like there's a polarity here. Look at, and then we have the Fool. Yeah, there's a new beginning here. Yeah, this is an ending of a cycle and a beginning of a new cycle. And I'm getting that like these two have something to do with it. Queen of Swords, King of Swords. And then we have Judgment. Judgment's playing out for the Five of Pentacles. So this could represent for those who are in this type of despair and feeling abandoned and rejected. I feel like this is part of their journey and their path to healing. I feel like it's up to them to seek the help. It's up to them to choose to heal. And I'm also getting it's also up to them to leave this like heaviness behind, right? There's a need to kind of like let things go, release. This is that release energy, the angel of release. Okay, and then we have the Chariot. Oh, look at this. Why is that flipping? Chariot energy. Chariot and the World. I feel like you can't take all of this burden, okay, with you. It will literally weigh you down. So many of us are needing to process our abandonment wounds in whatever way those are, so that we are like in our light body, which is the Chariot. The Chariot represents like our energetic body, our light body, and we're in balanced energy with the white horse and the dark horse. It's like integration. It's like application. Okay, and so it's like overcoming the fear, okay, because the fear is what keeps us stuck and bound and heavy, and you're being asked to release this kind of like lack or victim mindset or victim energy because it's too heavy and it's literally just holding you down. And so there's a need to really just let things go. All right, and I feel like you're moving towards victory and success, and you have a lot of will, and you have a lot of determination. And I'm getting Page of Swords with this World card. I feel like you saw through the illusions, right? And you were able to overcome whatever challenges these were. And I feel like sometimes the challenges you put in front of yourself, like sometimes things are mirrored back to you so that you can have clarity and insight. And I'm getting like what was mirrored back to you, you understood and you overcame and you accomplished what you came here to accomplish. And now it's time for that new path to play out. We do have a Page of Swords, right? I feel like there could be like thoughts. You could be telepathic. You could receive messages. You could share messages, or people could be thinking about you, watching you. We'll get more on this Page of Swords. I'm getting it could be somebody who, or this could be you, like thinking about like, what's next in my life? This also can be like someone looking you up, doing a bit of research. It could be somebody at a distance, or this can be you really working on your positive thinking and your manifestations and working on like taking inspired action and working on bringing positive change to the world. You might be doing this with others. There's this like helping someone out or working together as a team or collaboration. It could be shared resources as well. Let's say Ten of Cups. Wow, Ten of Cups. Ding, ding, ding. 10, 10. Ding, ding, ding. I love that. I feel like this person, whoever this is, like, they're feeling you. I feel like they're wanting, this happy life. They want emotional fulfillment. They potentially see this in you. They see this potential in you. You're heavily on their mind. It's like, how is this person, constantly in my mind? Okay, there could be some sort of connection when it comes to like either like a twin flame, a soulmate, someone who you feel like you're meant to create with. I feel like there's a contract here, an agreement. There's a choice to be made, and I feel like someone's made their choice or they're working on it. I feel like they're, heading in your direction. And then I have a Queen of Cups. All right. Queen of Cups, High Priestess. Let's see. Give me something for this High Priestess here. Okay, 8 of Wands. So this is in progress. This is happening, or it's happening now. All right. This is like momentum, things picking up a bit. This is like making plans. So if there's stuff that like, you know, you're feeling called to work on, like maybe it's house projects, maybe it's decluttering, maybe it's planning, you know, this, that, or the other. Something that has something to do with like maybe some of the intuitive messages that you're receiving. I feel like, you know, you might need to get some things together so that when it is time to take action, you can. I feel like you'll intuitively know that this is for you. I feel like there's multiple things coming your way. So this could be masculine or feminine energy with the High Priestess. This is again like that higher consciousness, you know, being able to tap into your higher self, as well as access to wisdom and knowledge and neutral insights, and trusting your intuition and stepping back and allow things to naturally unfold. So like not trying to micromanage the universe, they said. Oh, I feel like patience is super important. You got to be you got to be more patient. All right, remember we had the Angel of Travel. Okay, beautiful card. Then we had the Angel of Manifestation. Look at that. Like, that's this three of Wands. And then we had an Angel of Divine Timing. And then we had the Angel of Patience. Okay, and after that, we had the Angel of Strength. Okay, look at Strength, Angel of Strength. So, multiple confirmations here. I feel like things are still playing out, okay, in the background, maybe with those who you have turned your back on. I feel like you're meant to focus on, you know, and prioritize your own peace and have forgiveness in your heart so that you're not holding on to any of this energy because you're not meant to take it with you. I feel like, you know, this is where the judgment comes in. You're being freed from whatever burden this might have been. Look at this. This is what the Devil, Three of Swords, King of Cups. That's who they're telling you to release, okay? And have forgiveness, okay? But I feel like this energy is in some sort of like complicated situation with multiple people, and I feel like they're dealing with some codependency or some sort of earthly desires. I feel like there's heartbreak, there's betrayal, and there's deception here. I feel like somebody may have broken their own heart. I feel like, you know, this person might have some sort of need to seek healing if that is the case. I feel like having compassion and understanding is really important. I feel like there's something amazing playing out here. I feel like this has been like divinely orchestrated. I feel like this is all in alignment with a divine plan. Okay, so something amazing is about to be created. This is like for the sake of like new creation, new earth, a new project, a new initiative, taking, you know, real strong, like having a very strong discovery, fertility, as well as like maybe an invention. You might create something. Right? It's like being able to have like, this is like co-creating with God here. And I feel like somebody may have thought that they had more power than God. And I'm getting like this was a spiritual battle. Okay? They're not fighting you, they're fighting God. That's what they don't understand. I feel like the more they try to come against you, the more they will experience it. They're not fighting you. They're not battling you. They want to know who protects you. It's God. The angels, the saints, the ancestors. Right? Look at the Sun card clarifying the Ace of Wands. God protects you. You're here to work for God, okay? Nothing that they want to do is going to stop that. So I feel like someone needs to read the memo, right? Yeah. Maybe someone needs to get the... All right, 7 of Pentacles. What else we have here? The 2 of Pentacles, that's 9 Pentacles. I feel like balance is being restored. I feel like continue to mind your own business and work on your own things. There's plenty for you to do. All right, I feel like whatever, you know, this is for your own personal development. I feel like this balance, what goes up must come down, and I feel like you're on the upswing. There is like going in a new direction here. Let's finish up whatever projects we've started, and then you're elevating to a Queen of Pentacles. This is beautiful. I feel like you're being seen, heard, witnessed, felt, known for being respected, resourceful, you're creative, you're business-minded, you run a home, right? You're someone who is accountable and responsible, and you have high regard and value. That's what's up. You might be a really good cook. I feel like you didn't just start here. Like, you grew, you developed, you expanded, you evolved, and you're in a position because you deserve it and you worked for it. No one just gave it to you. You worked hard for this. The position that you sit in, your higher consciousness, your high priest energy, high priest, high priestess. Look at 4 Pentacles and the Tower. All right. I have 4 of Pentacles and the Tower and the Queen of Pentacles. I'm gonna move these up here. Put them in their spots. Looky Lou, 9 of Wands. I feel like whatever you've experienced, the challenges that you've overcome, it's like mastery, okay? I feel like you've mastered something. And yeah, you feel tired. You may have or do, or someone does. Maybe someone's feeling a bit battered and bruised, maybe a little roughed up as it relates to their path and journey here. But I feel like, yeah, I feel like, you know, somebody may have wanted to kind of like have what you have, like something coveted, something greedy, you know, but not doing the work themselves. I feel like they may have wanted to steal it from you. I feel like, you know, they could be experiencing that at this time. Also, I'm getting like something might have been built on your, like you may have built something on your own. You may have had limited resources in which to do this. And I feel like that could have been as a result of outside influence. Okay. I feel like that's okay though. I feel like whatever the influence was, I'm getting like this was worked with, okay? I feel like you used what you had and you created from it. Look at Page of Cups coming in the reverse. I feel like there's an energy here. Could be this immature King of Cups here that pretends to be a grown-up, but really is this like, you know, I don't know. This could be feminine, masculine. This could be children. I feel like, you know, there's a need to let things just like almost disappear. Yeah, it's like disappearing into, you know, the night. Whatever this is, it's playing out for a very good reason. I'm getting like there is a downfall. There is like some sort of dismay. There is some sort of, you know, I don't know that there's empathy here for what's transpired. I feel like this is a poor me situation. I'm the one that's, you know, victimized. You know, you're the bad guy. I'm the good guy. I feel like there was like a switch here. Okay. I feel like someone plays around with emotions. Okay. I'm getting like they've paved their own way. So I feel like, You know, they made their choices, they made their bed, they got to lay in it. Okay. And I feel like there's a downfall here while you move on. Okay. I feel like this person may ask you for some sort of help, but I feel like this is emotional manipulation. Okay. Because they don't want this cycle to end with you. They don't want you to move on. They want to continue to keep you in the dark, confused, and not able to move forward and in a blocked, stagnant position. You very well could have this energy blocked. Therefore, they cannot communicate or bring an offer to you. That's also playing out. I'm also getting like what's done is done energy. So there could be like no access to you by this past energy. This could be masculine, feminine. This could be friends, family, lovers. You know your situation. This also can be a bit of like settling for less than as well, the Four of Pentacles. Right, we have the Star card. This is going on the Page of Swords. Yeah, people are seeing you, you know, in a different light, in a different, you know, or this is you like really doing what you can to, you know, take in healing, right? Energy, good vibes, being hopeful, optimistic, maybe spreading that message, maybe walking that talk, right? We heard walk that talk. Star card. I feel like you're meant to help others. You're here to help replenish, okay, when things are depleted. But not for those who want to just take advantage and not do anything to help themselves. I feel like the healer attracts those who needs healing. But the healer learns on the path that they can't heal anybody if they don't want to heal. And I'm getting like that very much can be a message you share. Or this could be something that you gained wisdom and knowledge about. Okay? And as a result, like you no longer over pour, people please potentially with people who are not going to bring any type of reciprocity to you. In fact, they want to deplete you. They want to put you in the lower vibration. They may want to just siphon your energy like we saw in the Moon card, you know. Queen of Wands. I feel like this is, who's this Queen of Wands? Eight of Swords. Someone's very envious and jealous of you. There's a lot of like self-limiting beliefs. There's a lot of like spiritual attacks that this person could be experiencing. They could be experiencing some sort of like spiritual jail, warfare, legal issues, mental health issues. They may be unwell. I'm getting this Queen of Wands may have sent some stuff your way, maybe practice something that they're maybe now receiving back because whatever they sent to this star did not take. In fact, I feel like they watch to see if it works. I feel like they watch you. They envy you. They're jealous of you. But I feel like this continues to affect them in a negative way. And then I have a Five of Cups. Yeah, I feel like they may have wanted to swap energy with you. They may have been using your energy to create from, and now that they no longer can connect to you through this person, right? There's this triangulation here. I feel like they were trying to siphon your energy to create from, and I feel like you put a stop to this. You put a stop to this. You learned how to use that energy to create for yourself. And I feel like you've mastered something because we have the Magician up here. So I feel like you've outranked this Queen of Wands. You have higher spiritual authority. And as a result, like she's going to, he, she, they, whatever, they're going to be responsible for trying to put you in some sort of imbalance, despair, depletion, and lack of vitality. Okay. because what they wanted in the end was your destiny. They wanted to destiny swap with you. They wanted to take anything and everything that was going to be for you and redirect it back to them. Okay? They thought that they had more power than you. They thought that they had more power than God. I feel like they've been doing a lot of like dark shit here, and they're starting to experience the wrath. Okay? I feel like you're divinely protected, and I feel like, you know, they chose somebody for greed and they're completely imbalanced, and what they coveted, they're losing. They're in the Five of Pentacles here. I'm getting that, you know, you were able to release somebody who only wanted to be with you for financial gain and how things appear in life. They were very materially focused. I feel like you're moving on from the past and you're choosing a new direction in life with the Two of Wands. Balance, peace, harmony is being restored. And this is why you're here. This is your purpose. In whatever way you see fit. Of course, you'll have some sort of guidance, but I feel like you've got one foot on earth and another foot in the higher realms, okay? Higher consciousness, okay? And this is you literally alchemizing, transmuting, and taking like fear, hardship, suffering, and pain, and transmuting that to peace, love, and harmony. Okay, that is your purpose here on earth, and that is what you're doing. And I feel like, you know, those who want to come after you and create some sort of like conflict, disharmony, I feel like they stab themselves in the back by trying to do so. So they end up losing in the end, okay? Because in the process, they hurt themselves. And your advice is to continue to focus on what you're meant to do. I feel like there's victory and success for you. And you're devoted and committed. And I feel like your wishes and dreams are coming true, babe. And continue to be that light for others when it is shadowy and dark. I feel like you've earned this position. You're being seen as someone who's worthy. You've always been worthy. And I feel like Emperor here, I feel like someone sees this amazingness of you. Okay, it could be a father figure, could be an ascended master, it could be a divine masculine here. I feel like someone's observed your growth and development, and I feel like you're about to level up if you haven't already leveled up. All right, we go to the 8, to the 9, and earlier we had the 10. So I feel like you're on your way towards your destiny and legacy, and I feel like you have a lot of support on the way. Thank Hermes. Who's the hermit? Love that. All right, y'all. I hope you have the most amazing day. Continue to be the light. Okay. All right. Beautiful. All right. I'm going to end this reading. I'm going to send you guys all a bunch of beautiful love. Okay. Stay true to you. Okay. And I'll see you on the next reading.